I think there is a big misconception that elegance equals having money. Certainly, an affluent lifestyle is very much about money, but that is actually separate from being elegant. Always connect with your why. Why do you want to level up? Why do you want to be more elegant? And what is it exactly in your life that you want to improve? When you narrow down your why in such way, you cut out having to be all over the place. Meaning that if you have limited resources, you can actually center your resources in one specific place instead of being lost, putting resources and finances absolutely everywhere that leads you to nowhere in the end. So centralizing your why. As an example, what is it specifically that you would like to make more elegant? Is it perhaps your personal brand? How you position yourself? And you will also uncover that actually, if we start scraping around all the things that you kind of need to do on your elegance journey, you're gonna see that not everything costs money. Actually, a lot of the things are free. And that's what I like about elegance, because elegance is more like a personal development tool rather than a measure of finances, a measure of success. I'm gonna give you some examples. Good posture is free of charge. Having compassion is free of charge. Being kind, being gracious, having good manners. Removing drunken photos from your Instagram or Facebook page. Stop swearing is free of charge. Setting boundaries too. And the list can really go on, ladies. So you can see that elegance has actually nothing to do with money. I know that many of you on this channel, you perhaps want to dress more elegantly. So you can argue that, wait a second, Anna, that will cost money if I need to buy a new wardrobe. Well, not necessarily, because actually you can dress so elegantly with just fast fashion. And here on this channel, I share loads of videos on items you can buy in popular fast fashion stores, simply because I really want to help you ladies who are starting out or those who are budgeting to still be able to level up and be elegant. When it comes to clothing, so when you want to dress more elegantly, you usually adopt a certain classic and timeless style. You might skip the trends where actually you end up saving a lot of money if you skip the trends. But learning how to dress well just using fast fashion items is something everyone can learn. But going back to your why, is it an elegant life that you want? Or is it a luxurious life that you want? Or is it more a quality life that you want? You have to think about what elegance in the end means to you, or what leveling up means to you, because it is so important to define that. Instead of maybe just kind of being a sheep in this world and following what everybody else is doing and not really questioning it. As an example, elegance have a certain stereotype in our society, and it's oftentimes very much linked to money, wealth, and luxury. And if you have that inner belief yourself, then perhaps you will never adopt a more elegant life or a more refined life, because you just think that, I don't want to do all that luxury stuff. So you skip it altogether. This is why I find it so important to remind you ladies on this channel that elegance is tied to so much more than money. I'm sure you have met elegant people in your life. People who might not have any money at all, but they're so elegant because they make the most of what they have. And what is it exactly that they do? Let me tell you the most common thing. They use what they have and they make an effort with it. Meaning that you're gonna see this cute little elegant lady going to church, always so elegant. Although, you know, she doesn't have any money. She doesn't come from a wealthy background, but yet she looks so perfectly put together. She acts with such kindness. She's so gracious. She carries herself with excellent posture, and she just oozes confidence. Now you see, none of those things really cost a lot of money. If you're gonna remember one thing from this video, I want you to remember that effort is free of charge. Making an effort with your grooming, with your clothing, with how you act, with your kindness. And effort is elegance. One thing that you also should remember is that we live in such abundant times, honestly thanks to the internet. Internet has made it possible for knowledge to be available worldwide free of charge pretty much, meaning that today you can seek out culture, you can educate yourself, you can learn etiquette, you can learn everything you need to know about elegance just by having an internet connection. Now, most of the material is free. And me as an example, I offer here on my YouTube channel free resources on elegance, but I also host free workshops. And actually, I'm hosting my last free workshop on the subject of leveling up. So this goes actually really well hand in hand with today's topic, because if you are somebody who wants to make a transformation, you want to understand what is the roadmap forward, I am sharing those 5 critical mistakes that unfortunately hinders people from leveling up fully and achieving that success. Now, I did say that I'm holding my last free workshop, and the reason for that is simple. I'm going to move to other topics in my career that I will be teaching on. So for this reason, there will not be any more free leveling up workshops. This is literally the last one I'm doing. So if you always wanted to take one of my free classes, but you never found the time, now is literally your last chance. Go to fabulousfutureformula.com and register for free. Make sure you do that today, because this workshop is only here temporarily and soon it will go away. So going back to free resources, I've always been very generous on my platforms, sharing a lot of things for free. But of course, I also have an online school where I coach women even further on everything they need to know to live up to their potential. And the difference is, by consuming my free content and consuming my paid content, is that of course in my paid content I go so much deeper on the subject of elegance, leveling up, etc., meaning that you are guaranteed of having a bigger transformation versus my free classes that just kind of taps in a little bit here and there. And on top of it, my coaching actually gives you a fast track. So if you're somebody where you feel, you know what, I want to have faster results, then definitely join my coaching program, because that's going to help you elevate in no time. But if you're not yet at a place where you can invest in your education, in your level up, you have not much funds, then I don't want you to be discouraged, because truly you do not need a lot of money to level up. I am, of course, always preaching for return on investment. At some point, you need to have the mindset that it is important to reinvest in yourself. Because I certainly did reinvest a lot in my own level up, in my elegance, as time went on. But I did it gradually, ladies. And I want you to also be open to the fact that this is a process, this is a journey, this is not an overnight transformation. Allow this transformation to take its time. You might have to do it step by step. You might have to do it in bits and pieces, meaning that first you invest a little bit of money to level up a small part of your life, and then as you climb a little bit higher in your level up, you're able to reinvest a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and you just take it gradually. And frankly, that's kind of what I did. And after a certain amount of time, once you have hit a level where, okay, now really I'm starting to have momentum, of course, things started to evolve much faster. But it is normal that in the beginning it can feel a bit slow. There are so many elegance tools you can use that cost you nothing. But if you have a little bit of money, you can also do what I call small luxuries. Small luxuries would be: you can buy a book, you can read a book and learn about the subject. You can buy some nice fresh flowers and surround yourself in that energy. You can listen to classical music or operas. Actually, you can listen to that free of charge on YouTube. And as you immerse in that music, you can even close your eyes, you will feel a lot of elegant energy, and that's going to fill you up a lot. Plus, you might learn a few things or two about classical music or opera. Another small luxury that I enjoy is to visit elegant sites. Now, of course, this might not be available everywhere in the world, but here in Europe, we have a lot of beautiful villages, cities, monuments, buildings. We have a lot of interesting architecture. And just going by foot to these places just admiring the location, reading up a little bit on the history, maybe entering some of these buildings. Maybe some of them are museums that maybe cost nothing to enter or have just a small tiny fee. Then it is so worth it because you are educating yourself while immersing in history, this elegant energy, and this adds to your refinement. So these were just some small examples of the things you can do, but I suggest that the next thing that you do is to go to fabulousfutureformula.com and sign up for this free training, because truly, if you are ready to level up to be more elegant, then that workshop is going to take you there. I will see you there.